Hey everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore, and it is day 44 of the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs challenge that we are doing here on Big Anklevich on health. Okay, so as always, the first thing we're gonna do is jump into the daily videos, the reports, and we'll see what we have to say, and then after that, we'll come back and talk a little bit about it on the other side. Hey everybody, it is day 44 and that is a Friday. And today, well, I had myself some ground beef. I did exactly what I said I was going to do yesterday, where I took the rest of my chub of ground beef and I cooked it just as ground beef. I didn't make it into patties or anything like that. I just fried it up in little chunks, little pieces. And then even to make it even better, I drained all the fat into a container and I let the beef itself sizzle right there on the frying pan and get really sizzled, really get that crust that you can get onto meat if you cook it good, and give it that kind of crunchiness that I really like. And then I poured it into the container with the grease. So I ate the grease and the crunchy, lovely ground beef. And to make it all one big fancy meal, I also cooked up 6 fried eggs and I threw them in the bowl with the ground beef. So I had eggs and ground beef for my meal. And I didn't do as good a job as I wanted. I wanted there to be more of a, more of the yolk running down into the stuff, but I think it was still pretty good. I kind of overcooked my fried eggs, so they weren't as soft as I wanted them to be. But yeah, that's definitely, I think, the way that I prefer to eat ground beef, is just having it nice and crunchy for one, which can be difficult to achieve sometimes, but also I just like, the beef as beef and not so much as patties. It's so much better when it has the fat on it. I got a little bit of it left over, so I'll have some of that probably tomorrow to finish it off. And yeah, that was a good day.
Hey, this is my report for day number 44 of the beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge. And today was actually a little bit more of a challenge. I woke up this morning and I was hungry. And I ate a lot of that ground beef yesterday. And so I was kind of confused by that. I went throughout my day and continued to be hungry. And I was trying to figure out why, and maybe, well, my theory is that I just didn't have enough fat yesterday. It was all lean ground beef, and that's all I ate. I didn't have butter, I didn't have bacon grease, I didn't have anything like that. Even though I felt full when I was done, like a little bit over full, my body knows what I'm feeding it, right? So it didn't have enough fat, so it wasn't very well contented. So, it wasn't like I was deathly hungry or sick or anything in the morning. I just had to, go throughout the day. But by lunchtime, I was starting to get really hungry. So I said, okay, it's one of those days where OMAD's not going to be enough. So I went out to Burger King and I got 3 Whopper beef patties. And it was actually a pretty good price, so I was pleased with that. And yeah, it tasted good. I kind of missed having the bacon with it, like when I went to Wendy's, having the beef and the bacon. And I guess Burger King has bacon. I didn't even ask for any. But that definitely helped curb my hunger for the day. And then when I came home, I just cooked up some scrambled eggs. I cooked up some bacon, but I didn't eat like the whole pound of bacon. I just ate some of it and left the rest for my family to eat. And then I think I only had 5 eggs in my scrambled eggs. But yeah, so I feel good now, and I think I've had enough fat today to fill me up. So we'll see how things keep going. I'm going to keep going. Hope things keep going well. And I hope you keep going too.
All right, so yeah, that's interesting. I think Marshall is really onto something there with the fat thing, because fat is what tides you over. Protein doesn't really do that. Protein is important. It is building blocks that you need to have a healthy body, but it doesn't make the hunger turn off so much. That's what the fat is for. And so if you're draining all the fat out of that ground beef and just eating the ground beef really lean, yeah, you're gonna be hungry. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, back when we first started this, Marshall was like, why don't carnivores eat chicken? That's animal products. And I was telling them, they eat chicken if they feel like it, but chicken is so lean that they usually don't eat chicken because it doesn't fill you up. And yeah, you could do the same thing with beef. You can, you know, remove all the fat and just have the protein, and then it's gonna leave you a little unsatisfied in the end. So maybe next time, smuggle a cube of butter with you to your little event, Marshall, and you can have butter with your ground beef while you're at work, and then that will fill you up and leave you satisfied the next day. You won't have to go eating early. But yeah, that actually might not be a bad idea. Just have a thing of butter in your fridge at work or whatever that you can go to. I've done that a few times, taken it with me. I've never just kept one there for just in case though. Maybe I should, I don't know. But yeah, the butter is very good for that kind of stuff, or just, you know, any kind of fat. It could be bacon grease, it could be beef tallow, you know, whatever you want to use, but you want to definitely get that in as part of your food so that you'll be satisfied. I mean, that's an important thing since keto, you know, even eating plan as tolerant, as liberal as keto will require you to eat lots of fat. That's like the main thing that they talk about. You know, you got to switch in and start eating the fat. And yeah, it's just as important on carnivore and beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I assume that's probably why butter is one of the options. And of course bacon, because bacon, oh, that's just the perfect combo of fat and protein. So definitely fat is important, and eat plenty of it. You don't have to worry about it making you fat, because that's not how fat works, contrary to the idiotic crap that they teach in things like the food pyramid or whatever they call it now. I think they have some My Plate or some garbage like that, some 2010s internet lingo. myplate.com. It's not my plate, that's all I can say. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time here on Big Anklevich on health.